A friend of mine asked me if I could build him a custom display stand for his Captain America Super Soldier Vial based on this scene. I made a quick template and used my own Vial replica that I made as a reference. But my friend's prop is the real deal. It's a screen-used Vial from the actual Captain America movie. Don't worry, I'll show it to you at the end with the final stand. This cool project was perfect for my mini lathe. For the top section, I used a 5 centimeters aluminum rod, which is pretty limit for the size of my lathe. Bigger diameter would simply be too risky to turn. I started by tapering the rod to size, gave a nice bevel, cleaned it up, added the hole for the vial, and cut it with my super useful metal bandsaw. For the base section, I decided to go with a different material. Mixing different types of material usually adds richness and realism to a prop. At least that is my take on it. For the round part, I turned to 5 centimeters ABS plastic rod. Plastic is definitely easier to turn, but it comes at a certain price. The friction of the lathe generates a lot of heat. That means that I had to reduce the speed of the lathe a lot and take my time a bit more to avoid melting the plastic and having to start over. Overall, this part was basically the same process as the top section, but I had to clean it and polish it a little more for a decent finish. The platform was also made of ABS plastic. More precisely, a 1 centimeter sheet. I cut a piece of it using my miter saw, but I made the final cuts with a little custom jig that I made for the table saw. It works like a charm, and you always get a perfect 90 degrees angle. I cleaned it, marked the spots for holes, and drilled them using my drill press. Then, I added some screws for detailing, complexity, and like I said earlier, more realism. I glued the 3 parts together using some epoxy glue for a very strong bond. These parts will never come loose. I applied a plastic restorer compound to enhance the plastic, and finally I gave it a nice black felt coat underneath for a classy finish. Here's the final result using my vial, but also, as promised, the one from the movie.